Good morning, my friends. Happy Sunday to you in the car. Hope you all are doing well today. I wanted to check in on my friends over here on the East Coast, and I'm in South Carolina. We got slammed with some storms last night. We kept watching it come across the TV, tornadoes. Man, next thing I know, they were on top of us. So I don't know who else got it, but I hope everybody weathered it well. We've got trees uprooted all over the place down here. And of course, my yard's a mess after I just got it cleaned up with those 200-year-old pine trees I had just dropped all their stuff in my yard. So, gotta clean it up again. I also want to check with my friends in California, Los Angeles. You have a mess down there. ICE is down there trying to get those illegals out of there, and you have a mess. They're coming after the ICE agents. Well, President Trump has got 2,000 National Guard down there, and the Marines are on a 15-minute standby. They're going to be there. And I was on Patriots.win this morning, and somebody found some statistics or something. Now, California, if you took all the illegals out of there, you probably wouldn't have anybody there, but except for a few counties like Orange County and stuff like that. But the statistics for Los Angeles was like that is their base. That is why they California, in my opinion, and many people who live down there say that's a red state. But you got people like Karen Bass, and you got Newsom down there fanning that crap. And of course, we can probably bet that you've got all these other, SOROS. I don't know why. Anyway, you got all these other people, but it's pretty bad down there. So the National Guard is there. Those people are cuckoo down there. They're like trying to put refrigerators out there, and they're busting through the barriers. You got some crap going up in New York. Same thing up there. All these blue cities, this is what they do. But Los Angeles is really bad right now. So to my friends in California, even if you're not near there, just be careful. Keep your head on a swivel and, see something, say something. But be safe wherever you go and keep your eye out and stuff like that. So, anyway, it's a crazy world, y'all. It's a crazy world. I look at it every day and just shake my head and go, good gracious. But I guess we're all here at this time for a reason. I don't know, just to see it implode. But anything with Elon Musk and President Trump, I'm not going to even get in that. I think that's a little red ball that they're just tossing around out here. It may be legit, but it's just something to keep the media, And the stuff in Los Angeles, CNN's already saying that it's a peaceful protest with like minimal unrest. That kind of crap like they did in the Summer of Love, 2020 when they were burning the country down. So the media's not helping any. And you know what, y'all? I don't understand how this media is still standing. I do not get it. And these shows like The View. What kind of unhinged person watches those unhappy, vengeful, spiteful women? They're not happy when they're in control. They're not happy when they're not. It doesn't matter. They're just unhappy. And so it's just a crazy world. And in my opinion, here we go with these Republicans. This time in the last administration, they had passed tons of bills. And look how many they've passed. Like what? None? Got a bunch of them out here. Republicans do not want to be in the majority. And anybody that's been, they know it. They don't like being the majority. They don't, because they get nothing done. When they're not in the majority, they make more money when the Democrats are in charge because they just pocket off of them. And that's pretty sad. And this Republican Congress has done nothing. Nothing. They can't even get this bill passed. And it's a lot of pork in it, but there's a lot of good stuff. And the main thing that's in that bill, from what I can see, is a permanent border wall. And he'll never have to ask for any more money to get that wall built. There's other stuff in there that does not want to be in there, need to be in there. But, at this point, we can't even get them to pass that. They forever going on vacation. Really? So don't be surprised if they lose the midterms. That's 2026. They do it every time. Now, definitely get out and vote. Lindsey Graham, that's another one. This fool, warmongering fool, I can't believe he's just gone over there and started this crap. But there's all kind of stuff coming out about him, about the $8 million that he ran through his account. But there's more coming out now, and Steve Bannon's calling him out in a big way and calling for his arrest. is what he just did. But there's also somebody was on there saying that next couple of months there's going to be more coming out about him. And he's just funneled through his bank account out of the country of you over there. Understand, that is a huge PEDO hole for the whole world, okay? And it is my understanding that Putin, before what just happened, I believe that was in retaliation because Putin, about a week prior to that, had bombarded this big PEDO hole. Okay? And he just decimated it. And so I find that strange that that happened. And then Graham goes over there and then this. Okay, so that was, and you're not going to hear that from the media because the source that I got it from, everybody says it's not a good source, but I believe it is because they've been pretty much right on everything. Not every little thing, but nobody is on every little thing. But I have reason to believe that that is true. That's been the whole thing. A lot of these little ones that are missing from all these other countries, a lot of them are over there. And President Trump confronted Mr. Coffee Grounds over there about that crap. Which, in my opinion, and a certain source, I think the real Mr. Z is gone. I think his little stand in there now. Also in California, your governor down there, that's not him. Do y'all remember when President Trump was down there in his last administration? He went down there and he was with when those fires, and he was standing there with Newsom with his hands behind his back, and he had the old Jerry Brown, the other, you know what I'm saying? Their hands were behind their backs. Okay, so that, I believe that day was the end of those two. But it's no secret that these people go out here and just manufacture another one, which is my understanding that your governor is one of those. Okay, he ain't real. Karen Bass is another one. I think she's the real deal, but she's feeling that crap down there as well. You got California has radical judges. Oh my God, the whole Supreme Court is so radical, it's ridiculous. Now, I don't know. I do know there has been one, and I don't think it's the Supreme Court, but I do know that one judge has been taken in. And I'm not going to say the name right now because sure enough, they'll pop out another one tomorrow. And it was a no name. I didn't know it's one of those radical judges down in California. So they do have, when I say they, I mean JAG, and the GITMO people that work for President Trump. They do have one. That's only been in the last couple of days. Like I said, I'm not going to name a name because it was a no name, and as soon as I do, somebody will debunk it and say I'm cuckoo. But there is talk that if it escalates down there, then they may try to remove Newsom and Bass. But I don't think they're going to jump in and do a whole lot of that until it's really, really, really necessary, which I think it's been necessary for a while. So Los Angeles is a mess, and I just want to check on everybody, make sure everybody is okay down there, and stay safe, like I said, and don't go anywhere. If you're anywhere near that area, you might just want to steer clear of it for now because you got 2,000 National Guard and got the Marines on 15-minute ready. And that's according to Pete Hegseth, which I already knew that because I already seen something else that said that. So anyway, all right, my friends, that's it. I'm going to make it short and sweet today. It's raining again. I do remember, though, back a few months ago when they were talking about dimming the sun, how they were talking about blocking out. We've had more rain and more blocked sun in the last 2 months than I can tell you. This is not normal weather for us here in June in South Carolina, but here we are. We're actually in the middle of hurricane season. June 1st to November something, we're officially in hurricane season. But we always have tornadoes. Imagine that. Anyway, all right, my friends, y'all stay safe and have a good day. I'll try to catch up with you sometime. I don't know when. Cray. All right, guys, leave a comment below. If you're new to the channel, thank you for your time. Sorry I didn't do the introductions. Subscribe to the channel below. Hit the bell so you'll be notified of the videos when I post them. And let me know how everybody is. And all the good stuff. Check in. And to our friends in California, be careful, okay? And anybody in the blue states. You got New York up there as well. Y'all just be careful, okay? And I need to pray for our country. Boy, it's on fire. It's a mess. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. I will see y'all soon. God bless. Bye.